Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Tech Tuesdays, and in this video we have something very exciting for everyone who's looking for a new editing computer. Now the wedding season is fast approaching guys, so we wanted to build a new editing machine as soon as possible, and we are so excited to reveal what we were able to make for under 1 lakh rupees. That's right, under 1 lakh rupees. Now हमें बहुत सारे messages आए from you guys after our last video where we spoke about how to buy an editing computer. In case you haven't checked out that video, then please do so. Now in this video, हम finally reveal करेंगे हमारे computer specs. But before we get to that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel guys and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Now, when we were in the market for a new computer, we were very clear that we wanted to keep our final price under 1 lakh rupees. Having a budget in mind is very important, guys, so that you can decide what are the parts that you can and cannot buy. Your budget does not have to be an exact number. Even having a rough estimate is super useful, but be prepared for your final cost to be slightly above or under that budget. Now just a disclaimer guys, the prices that we were able to get was after doing a lot of price shopping online as well as offline at local shops. The prices that you get may be different and will depend on your location and also when you buy these parts. Once we had decided our budget, we thought about what our primary use case would be for our computer. This second step is extremely important guys. Now we knew that we wanted to use our computer for photo and video editing, so every decision we made was done with this end goal in mind. Now we wanted our computer to be fast enough for our editing needs and also last us for the next 3 to 4 years. Once we had our budget and our use case decided, it was time for the good stuff, to decide the specs and to go shopping. Now at the heart of your computer is your processor, and we wanted one that was very good and extremely fast for editing. We compared options from both Intel and AMD and finally decided to go with this Ryzen 5 5600X from AMD. Now this processor has 6 cores and was available at an incredible price. Now both Intel and AMD have good options for processors, but I feel here that AMD was just ahead of the game in terms of performance and also value for money. Having more cores is also very useful when you're running heavy programs like Lightroom, Photoshop and Premiere Pro. This processor cost us just over 21,000 rupees. Next, for the motherboard, we decided to go with this, the MSI B450 Tomahawk Max 2. Honestly, I just love the name Tomahawk, but this motherboard also had very good reviews and 4 RAM slots, so we can add more RAM later if we wanted to. Now the other reason I really like this motherboard is because it uses really high quality components and also has 3 USB 3 slots at the back and also a USB-C slot. Now USB-C is becoming very popular these days, so I wanted a motherboard that had this option. Now you can also get motherboards with built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, but I decided to skip all of that and just get a dongle instead. This motherboard cost us just under 9,000 rupees. Talking of RAM, since this was going to be a hardcore editing machine, we decided to go with 2 16GB RAM sticks from XPG. Now with 32GB of RAM and 6 cores from our processor, our editing softwares are going to be smooth as butter. More RAM helps a lot when it comes to editing and also during rendering and exports. 16GB is a good starting point, but we decided to go with 32GB just to be on the safe side. Now this twin kit of 2 16GB RAM sticks cost us 12,500 rupees. Now for the next most important thing, storage. And for our main storage, going with an SSD was an absolute no-brainer. SSDs are just so much faster than traditional hard drives, and you want to store Windows and all your software on an SSD. We decided to go with this, the Samsung 970 EVO Plus with 500GB of storage. This SSD has a write speed of up to 3200 Mbps and a read speed of up to 3500 Mbps, so it's very fast. Of course, 500GB is not enough storage, so we also topped it up with a WD 2TB traditional hard drive to store all our files. Both of these drives together cost us just over 10,000 rupees. The final piece of the puzzle was the graphics card. You don't get an integrated graphics controller with the Ryzen 5 5600X, so we had to get a dedicated graphics card. Now, graphics card prices have become ridiculously high, sometimes 3 to 5 times a normal rate for some popular cards. So this is where we ran into some problems. Now, after shopping around for quite a bit, we managed to find this Inno3D GTX 1650 graphics card, which is just right for our needs. Now, this card cost us a little over 19,000 rupees. And lastly, to power all of these components, we wanted a good and reliable power supply. Many people make the mistake of just buying any cheap power supply they can find, but if the power fluctuates, it can fry all of your very expensive components. So we decided to go with this, the Gigabyte P650B, which has very high quality components and will last us a very long time. It is also super silent and very energy efficient, and it cost us only a little over 3,000 rupees. To put all of these things together, we wanted a nice case, and we found this beautiful MSI case with 3 large fans for superior cooling. I also really like the LED lighting and the glass panel at the side. The case also has 2 USB 3 slots at the front for connecting external drives and other devices. Now, when it comes to computer cases, there are so many options out there at all price ranges. Just make sure when you're buying one that it fits your motherboard and all the components that you want to fit inside the case. This case cost us a little over 3,800 rupees. Some side accessories like the keyboard, mouse and Wi-Fi dongle cost us about 1,700 rupees, bringing the net total of our build to about 81,000 rupees. After adding 18% GST, the final total is about 95,000 rupees, and I'm super happy with what we were able to build for under 1 lakh. This computer is super fast and we've been editing with it for about 2 weeks. I didn't include a monitor in this budget on purpose because that's a topic for another video. Buying a good editing monitor is an important decision, and there are so many factors involved that we'll be making a separate video on this topic later. But you can easily fit a monitor into this budget. All you have to do is get a slightly lower spec processor, or maybe get 16 GB of RAM instead of 32 GB. But in case you're interested, we bought this BenQ 27-inch monitor which has 100% sRGB coverage and also 10 bits of color. And now for the big reveal, our fully built editing computer, and here it is. Building this computer was a simple process. In fact, putting parts together has become such an easy process these days. It's like putting together Lego bricks. If you want a detailed video about the entire building process, then let us know in the comments below. I really love these LED lights, but it's the parts inside that are the heart and brain of this computer, and we're able to edit our photos and videos so much faster because of this new machine. In fact, our export and render times have come down by nearly half, which is a huge time saver. And faster exports mean faster deliveries and happier clients. That's it for this video, guys. Let us know in the comments below if you found this useful and if you have any questions about building your own computer. Don't forget to like this video and also share it so that it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.